So I started rewatching Prison Break. Probably like, I don't even know at this point, to be honest, like the 6th, 7th time in my life. Honestly, man, this is genuinely the best series I've ever watched. I remember the first time was one day when I came back from school. Well, my dad was watching it. And he was on season 3. And I was like, the hell is that? Obviously, when you see something random or like something new, like your parents are watching in the living room, you just ignore it because you just don't care. But so the first time I actually ignored it, when I walked past and I went upstairs, but then when I came back downstairs to get something, I don't know, I stayed there for like probably 20 minutes just watching it, and I was like, that's pretty sick. I was like, what's the name of that? And obviously he told me Prison Break, and then I found the way to watch it myself, because back in the day I didn't actually have Netflix. It was kind of like, obviously I watched the whole thing. I remember at some point there was days where I would watch like 5-6 episodes in a row. And bear in mind, they're pretty long. They're like 40 minutes. Plan for today. As you saw, I took just about 2 scoops of pre-workout because I want to hit good leg day. Obviously, a bunch of laying leg curls, because that's all the gym has. It doesn't have seated ones, I'm pretty sure. So a bunch of laying leg curls, obviously as a warm-up, and then once I do like a few sets, I'll decide if I wanna move on to something else or just stick with the laying leg curls. The only issue of doing legs in that gym is the leg extensions. I really don't like it, which is kind of a big issue because, I mean, leg extensions is genuinely one of the most important machines you need for legs. It is what it is. I'm just gonna have to deal with it. The issue is that I don't know how to explain it, and I don't know why it's like that anyways, but no matter how I set up, what the fuck, why is there so much rubbish? No matter how I set up the seat, like how far back or forward, it doesn't really matter, it still hurts my shins. Like, I remember in one of the days in which I did it, I had a bruise on my shin on the next day, and that was kind of annoying because obviously it ruins my sets. I'll try and take off my shoes to see if it's any better, because it might help, you never know. But fuck is this, man? But yeah, I'm genuinely debating doing some heavy squats today. Obviously I'll see in the process of like warming up and shit, but I'm talking like after hamstrings. So there's no cars in the car park, which is a good sign. It should mean that the gym should be all for myself, although the lights are on, which means someone's been there like recently, but it doesn't really matter. And yeah, well, hamstrings. I'm not gonna lie, with hamstrings, I don't think I should put too much focus on them. I should focus on my quads more, because my hamstrings are pretty decent. Like my legs are decent in general. I know that's gonna sound weird, but it's because, number one, I have alright genetics for legs. Obviously they're not like Tom Platz genetics, do you know what I mean? Number two, which is probably, well, they're both equally important, genetics and consistency. I'm not the type of a person to skip legs, unlike some people. Calvin, if you're watching this, start doing more legs, mate, and start showing them as well, because I can see from every video that you do, you hide your legs. But yeah, I'm gonna go in, do a bit of like warming up. Probably gonna do like a minute on the bike to get my quads warm, and then maybe a bit of treadmill. But yeah, today it's gonna be a full-on like leg day. Hamstrings, quads, and calves. Cardio, I'm gonna see, because I kind of want to do my cardio here, which would mean I would have to do it on the treadmill, like walking on the treadmill, because 30 minutes on the bike after a leg day, it is not a good idea, trust me. I've done that before, and yeah. But anyways, enough yapping. I'm gonna get in, warm up a bit, wait for the pre-workout to kick in, and I'll see you for the first set. Alright, so I'm editing the video right now, and I am pissed. Because for some reason my mic hasn't been working, even though like you can see the lights, like the green lights on the actual mic. It means it's on. I remember I connected the thingy as well, the plug, and still there's no fucking audio. I don't understand why. It was until like the leg press, the second set. I mean, you'll see when you can hear me actually in the gym. But for some reason, all of the hamstrings, the audio didn't work. The first two sets that I did, excuse me, the first two sets on the leg extensions, it wasn't working either for some reason, which has actually pissed me off so much, but it is what it is. So hamstrings, I did, I don't even actually remember, it was four heavy sets, and at the end I did one dropping set, which I focused on squeezing. So obviously the first set, as always, I use it as a kind of like a warm-up set. Obviously before that, I do actually do some warming up sets before, but then when I do my actual sets, I do one lighter set to like failure, obviously pushing myself hard, and then I go heavier for the top set, and then once I complete the top set, I decide if I'm going to drop the weight or keep it the same. In this case, I used the same weight on all three sets after the warm-up set. And like I said, I did one dropping set, which I focused on squeezing at the end, which you will see in a minute. And yeah, that was it for hamstrings. And here we have the two sets of leg extensions, which I used as a warm-up before the heavy leg press that I did. I remember I did talk for like a few minutes, but I don't remember the whole thing that I talked about. I just know that I said that I want to do leg extensions as a warm-up to warm up my quads and my knees before the actual heavy leg press, because so when I finished the hamstrings, yeah, they were burning, so they would have needed a bit of time to cool down a bit, but obviously still be warm for the heavy pressing. And with the leg extensions, obviously I'm warming up my quads and my knees, so everything is going to be warm for the heavy pressing. My hamstrings, my quads, and my knees. And obviously the knees is really important to warm them up before any heavy pressing. So the first two sets of the leg press, the mic didn't work, and then from then on, I can see that there is audio, so I'm just going to do a voiceover for the first two sets, and then I'll let you listen to what I said at the gym. But before this set, I'm pretty sure I said that I'm going to slowly build my way up with the weight. So here I can see that I have 1, 2, 3, 4 plates, which I used as a warm-up set. And then I was thinking of putting one more to make it 5 on each side. But as you can see, instead, I made it 6 plates, which was my top set. And it felt alright. I could have probably done more depending on the day. But it was heavy enough to get enough reps and to make sure I don't get injured. So, yeah. And always remember, when you do leg press, never lock your knees fully, because yeah, your legs might snap. Which I don't think I said in the actual process of me talking at the gym, but I'm just gonna mention it here. 2 more in here, should be fine. Drop the weight a bit now, because yeah, that last set actually fucked me up. So I'm gonna do one more set with the 5s, then one set with 4 plates, and then we'll go finish it off on leg extensions. Last one. Oh. Fuck. Oh my god. Wow, would you look at that? Turns out on my last set for legs, turns out my mic didn't work as well. which is fucking great. So after those heavy leg press, I wanted to finish it off on leg extensions, but I couldn't be asked to do too much, so I ended up doing 5 on the left, 5 on the side, 5 on the left, 5 on the right to failure, of course. I kept on dropping the weight because it kept on hurting my shins, like I mentioned in the car, which was really annoying. But either way, I still managed to get the pump, and with those, with this last set, I actually tried to focus on hitting my inner quad, because I always like to hit it on the leg extensions as a finisher. And as you can see, I actually don't know how many times I did it, like 5 on the left, 5 on the right, but it was more than enough to get me a pump. Alright, that was a pretty crazy leg day. So quick look. Alright, let's go and do calves. So, as always, I'm only going to record one set, and then I'll show you just one, and then the rest I'll do off camera, because it's all the same shit. Oh. Okay. I'm very happy. Bam. I'm very happy with this leg day. It actually went pretty well. The only issue was, like I mentioned before I started, the leg extensions. It kept on hurting my shins again on that last set. Also, I rewatched the clip, and it turns out there's no sound, so I'll probably have to do a voiceover. So whatever I said, I don't know if I mentioned that the leg extension hurt my shins, but if not, then yeah, it fucked up my shins. They'll probably be bruised tomorrow. I don't know why. In my head, I said I was gonna try and take off my shoes and see if it helps, but yeah, I forgot. Who cares anyways? I guess it'll get my shins stronger. Because you know how MMA guys train their shins, right? So it's gonna end up being the same thing. But yeah, heavy leg press, pretty happy with that. If it was obviously, if I didn't train at this time, let's say I slept until like later in the day, I had a day off from everything, just chilling in bed, and then I went to the gym later at night after having like 3-4 meals, I definitely would have been able to do like way more than what I just did, because those 6 plates, I could definitely tell that I could do more. I just didn't want to risk it because, like I said, it's 4 a.m. doing legs, and whoops, like I said, I hadn't had a proper leg day in about just over 2 weeks probably. So, but yeah, I didn't want to risk it. Plus, I mean, yeah, if you're training for bodybuilding and you don't care about your strength, then obviously you don't need to go heavy, right? I could literally, as long as you push yourself hard, like, well, I'd say 90% of your sets, if they are like to failure, you push yourself beyond your limits, then you're gonna make fucking gains, regardless of if you either do heavy leg press or light leg press. Let's just put 2 guys on the table. Yeah, one is doing 7 plates and he's doing like 3 to 4 reps. Obviously he is pushing it, right? Because he's doing heavy leg press and he's pushing it hard. But in terms of like bodybuilding, it's better to do at least 8 reps on each set. Obviously every now and then you can do like testing out your strength, doing like 4 or 5 reps. There is like a mix of the way you can train to like make gains. Obviously when it comes to powerlifting, hold on, yeah, when it comes to like powerlifting, those guys, they don't do more than, you won't catch them do more than 4 reps on a set, depending on how they train. Anyways, there was one powerlifter that I know from the old gym that I used to go to. I remember I would always see him deadlift. He would always go for like 1 rep max, and then he would do like 5-6 sets of like 1 or 2 reps maximum. So personally, well, deadlifting, you won't catch me do deadlifting unless I'm training with someone and we're trying to just like mess around. Do you know what I mean? Because for me, deadlifting is just, I don't know, I don't like it. I see it as a waste of energy. Don't get me wrong, I used to do deadlifting, but then I quickly realized it's not the best thing for gains. Like if you want to build muscle, I'd say deadlifting is a waste of time and energy. I used to do my deadlifts on a back day, so I'd go, like obviously I'll do my warm up and shit, and then I would go for deadlifting first. So I'd probably do about like 4-5 sets of deadlifting heavy, and then what happens after? Pretty much all my energy is gone, right? It's gone to that deadlifting. So when it came to like lat pull downs and or like rows, I didn't really have energy to push hard. So because with deadlifting, yes, you're using too many muscle groups, Like you're using core, using hamstrings, lower back mainly, of course. Obviously a bit of shoulders, a bit of biceps. It's just not the best for gains. But hey, you do you. If you want to do deadlift, then go ahead. And personally, you won't catch me do like 1 rep maxes. The last time I did a 1 rep max was, I don't even know, to be honest. It was a bench press. I got 120 for 1. That was ages ago. That was probably like just over a year ago. And I haven't done any 1 rep max since. I probably will at some point to test out my strength to see how it is. But yeah, another thing that I forgot to mention, so recently, it was like 2 weeks ago, I came across a Jeff Nippard short. He was talking about calves. If you don't know who that guy is, I mean, you definitely know who he is, surely. If you're into like fitness and shit, you should definitely know who he is. The science-based lifter. He was talking about how to make calves gains, how to grow your calves bigger. I remember it was really weird because I was talking to one of my mates. I was saying how small my calves are, and I'm really not happy with them. And then this video came out of nowhere on my shorts, of course, recommended, because I mean, we all know that they are listening to us through our phones when we're talking. So I can almost guarantee that if let's say you're at work and you have your phone, like you're going on a break and you're talking to one of your mates and you have your phone in your pocket, yeah? And let's just say, I'll give you an example. So I was at work talking to one of my mates, and we were talking about Sam Sulek, and he was like, I've never seen that guy before, I don't know who he is. And then he opened his TikTok, and guess what happened? The first thing that came up was a TikTok of Sam. So that's an indicator that they're listening to us all the time. But yeah, going back to what I was saying, that short, he was talking about how to train calves, and what he said was, there's like, I'm not 100% sure what he said, I don't really remember. I think he said there was 2 parts of your calves, or 3. I can't guarantee, I don't remember. It's the inner part of your calf and the outer part. So to train the outer one, you have to have your feet like that, so like closer up. And then if you want to train your inner calf, you have to have your feet like this. He was saying how you should, instead of doing like normal calf races, you should do one set of like having your feet closed, and one set of having your feet like out, and always go to failure. And he also said that doing some partials at the end, obviously partials means like not perfect reps, it's when you're about to reach failure and you can't do a full repetition. But yeah, he was saying how you should always go to failure and do a bit of partials as well. It's proven. Fuck's sake, there's a black cat that's crossing my road again. But yeah, always go to failure when you do calves with a bit of partials. So that's what I've started to do recently for the past 2 weeks. Just keep on repeating one set of doing them like out like this, one set of doing them in, all to failure of course, and partials at the end to make gains. And yeah, I did So after I recorded that one set, because that was my warm-up set, and then the rest were just like what I just said, like repeating outer and inner. I think I did 6 in total, so 3 for each part of your calf. But yeah, I'm not going to be doing cardio today, I don't think. I'll see how I'm feeling later, but I think I want to go and get a haircut, so if I do, I'll probably take you with me. If not, then that'll be it for today's video. Alright boys, I've just gotten my haircut and I decided to go for something new, getting a mullet. But yeah, I'm gonna go to the shop now because I need some milk and cereal, and then I'm going home. Oh, here we go. We got choco rice and fucking choco pillows. That's all I need.